is, but wherever it is, it's cold up there. And we've got the newsletter this week. Are you hanging out at the Dairy Queen in Bermuda Shores?
No,
Okay,
no.
okay.
Geez, it's too cold to be at the Dairy Queen.
Yeah, I tell
Oh
you.
man.
Yeah, starting off this morning it was 42 degrees. You know, my little
Yeah, we're
jacket
in
felt good. Yeah.
same arena. We're going to start off just walking through the country a little bit.
Okay.
In California, the Klamath River upstream of I-5 reopened for Chinook salmon. Um, in Massachusetts, the trout spawning is underway. They've stocked over 63,000 trout in various water bodies. Um, let's see. Ohio deer gunning season is going to be opening soon. Also in Ohio, archery hunters are enjoying success in the 2022 deer season. They have taken over 48,000 deer through November 6th. That's
Wow.
amazing. That's amazing. That's a lot of deer. A lot of deer back east, you know. No big deal there. In Tennessee, now protected by the under the Endangered Species Act is what's called the sickle darter. Something they started a while back trying to save that little fish. That's great, I guess.
You're going to get me on my soapbox. Don't do that.
I know.
Those, I
um,
have to tell you, that particular fish is excellent with a mustard sauce.
yeah, right. Yeah, those are the things you eat live, don't you?
Oh, yeah. That's why they call it
um,
live bait.
yeah, I hear you. Now, in the angling world, there's been a rise this year in female angler participation, which accounts for 37% of all anglers. You know, that's great. I love to see the ladies out there fishing. You know, we just don't have enough of them, I guess. I don't know, but they do enjoy it, apparently. You
Okay,
know,
okay, wait. I have a quick question. Is there a breakdown per venue? Bass fishing, saltwater fishing, fly fishing, perch fishing.
no. No,
Okay,
all they were reporting is basically the number of women that have purchased fishing license over the previous years.
okay.
So that's really what it's all about. Uh, Moving on, you know, it's winter time, and last week I had an article about how to protect your boat in the winter. Another article that I saw, which I thought was interesting, about uh, the exposure of cold against mostly your engine, your outboard motors. And a key note here is to remember that when air temperature sinks below freezing, you always keep the motor in its down position when it's not running. Otherwise, you're going to have some busted lines somewhere if you tilt it up and you leave it up. That was the note of that whole thing. It just makes sense to me.
Okay.
Yeah. Back in Ohio again, the deer seasons are starting to open. Youth deer hunting season starts on Saturday, and it goes from the 19th through the 20th. And the gun season opens to all hunters. That kicks off on November 28th through December 4th. So that's a big deal in Ohio, deer season, like we just mentioned. Amazing how many deer they got back there.
Yeah. Wow.
Uh,
Big numbers.
of note, you know, of the last couple of weeks, we've had a lot of systems come through our area, as well as the northern states, Montana, Wyoming, etc. Montana reported the fact that their number of hunters out was considerably lower because of the high winds, and they were getting 50, 60 mile an hour winds up there in temperatures that were below 30 degrees. So that really kept the hunters out of the field. And I don't blame them. Boy, I wouldn't be out there in that kind of weather. Holy
Oh,
smokes!
come on. Come on, Doug.
Yeah. I know what you mean. If you get our newsletter, there was a golden trout that was caught. Um, Gentleman that caught it, his name is General Chuck Yeager, if that sounds familiar, but it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
the same person. Up in the Sierra Nevada mountains where he caught this fish. It's beautiful fish. My goodness. Uh, Moving on, every week we always got to have some stupid people that do stupid things out there. And in New Orleans, there were 2 men arrested for harassment of fishermen. Now, I got to read part of this to you.
Okay.
It's just
Well, first of
unbelievable.
all, let me say this. That is a bad thing to do. But go
Oh,
ahead.
of course. Oh, of course. Oh, agents actually arrested these 2 guys for throwing glass bottles at other fishermen.
Uh-oh.
What?
They're not even supposed to
Cutting
have
in-
glass bottles at the lake.
Oh, no, my goodness gracious. These guys were cutting in front of vessels and dropping shrimp frames in front of them. Purposely entangling the frame of another boat, causing damage to the shrimper's frame. I mean, come on, guys. Jeez, oh, Pete. I don't know what that was all about other than, when there are a lot of people that think once they get in a spot, that's their spot. You can't come into it.
Yeah.
So they get aggressive about the whole thing.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
that's not going to work out for them.
No. In Ohio, there were 14 individuals convicted of stealing venison and poaching Ohio deer.
Uh-oh.
These cases resulted in 14 defendants being charged with 122 counts in 4 counties and 2 states to include felonies and misdemeanors. They, out of their pocket, had to pay $70,000 in fines and restitution. Their hunting licenses were revoked, totaling 63 years, and they paid more than $6,700 in court costs.
Wow.
I can't believe what people do. Gee, many Christmas. Don, every week we go through this kind of stuff, and it's sad that it should occur at all, but it does.
I don't
People
get it,
keep
Doug.
doing
I
stupid
just
things.
don't get it.
I don't either. Not at all. That's it, Don, for the newsletter.
All right, good job. Not all good news, but some interesting news. And
Yeah.
subscribe to the newsletter. Doug does a great job every week at huntingfishing.com. Go to news, pull that menu down, go to archive letters, newsletters is right there. And you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook, and you can catch the show. We've got a listen live button there. All right, Doug at the Dairy Queen, Don in the studio.